coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out, entering the league is a third-round pick, Brock, and one of college football's all-time passing leaders, Dillon Gabriel.
Not hyperbole at all. To call Dillon Gabriel's collegiate career one of the most productive in the sport's history. He set a ton of records across UCF, Oklahoma, and ultimately at Oregon. And I can't wait to watch the lefty sling it in the NFL.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play action. Here's Gabriel. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They get 6 and a first down as well. Fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Throwing off the play fake. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. They connect on the deep shot. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year. Taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Colts.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
A pickup of 17, and that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Colts first down.
Straight ahead with Taylor. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They go again with Taylor. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Rodgers from the gun. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And this one does not go far.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
4th down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the 1st time. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Power, he was way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
All right, here comes Jeremy Crawshaw for the punt. It's 4th down. And this is the first time he's been called on today. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Colts with their offense out, their 2nd drive coming up. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Colts. Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st. They'll run here following the penalty. We'll have them gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. One of the tight ends in motion left. Second down carry for Taylor. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Rodgers keeps this one. And they'll still have some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts take a second quarter lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts push their lead to 3. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
And the Texans first down.
Short side option here. He's running left. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Running the draw here with Judkins. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Rose caught. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. Judkins has the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a second quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's White on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Receiver in motion, going left. From the gun, Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Colts. First down.
First down from the 42. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Taylor now up the middle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now here's Rodgers. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Third down, and the Texans loading up that secondary. They're in the dime. Throw here, third down. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. He's got it inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his rookie season has been among the best of all the guys we heard announced in this past NFL draft. You can see that late in this campaign, he is one of the top contenders for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
Barely outside of their own end zone. It's 2nd and long. Sending him on the dive. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Gabriel here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Texans set to punt. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going with the screen to Taylor. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Colts ready for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First down, Gabriel. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Gabriel. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gabriel going to throw again on second. He keeps it and takes off. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Getting out to his left. Took off with it again. And that's a first down from Gabriel as he slides to a stop.
That's another Texans first down.
They're throwing it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
This finds Cooks complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a first down after all. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Here's Gabriel, first and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. The Colts offense set to head out. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First down throw here by Rodgers. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. To throw, Rodgers. Hits him on the in route. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Here's Rodgers. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Again, Rodgers. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's White on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Off play action, here's Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Texans going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down. They're in dime. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Gabriel's going to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play action, here's Gabriel. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Punting unit out now. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Colts ready to take the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Now here he goes. Rodgers slides down, and he picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs from the 37. Rodgers keeps this one. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Taylor again. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Judkins up the middle, and the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. Lockett isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. A little screen pass for Judkins. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. To the air on 1st down, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Working out of the gun, here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's a handoff for Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Rodgers from the gun. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Drawing up the design keeper. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. All right, they look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. The Texans closing in, and they get to him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Tracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Looking to throw this one. Gabriel couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
Gabriel here from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. They'll send out the punting unit. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Rodgers going to throw on 1st. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Couldn't get into a Rondé Gaston the 2nd. So it's 2nd down coming up. Now Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. He's got it over the middle. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Here's Judkins on first down. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Another game to Judkins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Gabriel finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. All set now. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Gabriel. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans with a 5-point lead. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans making a 2-possession game here in the 4th. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push the lead up to 12. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's White on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's
To the right and reeled in by Downs. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. Dumped off to his running back. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. Again, Rodgers. So this one on the defense. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. 1st down throw here by Rodgers. Complete to Braylon Allen. And they bring him down around the 34. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. He's going to pull this one down and run with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and short. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Fourth down, he calls his own number on the option. Rodgers is hit, the ball is loose. And the Texans have recovered it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Hauled in left side. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he will have the Texans 1st down there, and the celebrations can begin now down on that sideline. So it's a win for the Texans. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season, ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a